to the entertainment Talking Sports.
What is going on, football fans? Back at it with another New York Giants video, and a huge trade just went down in the NFL world. Just as I gave you guys a rumor video on Nate Solder, I was preparing to give you guys another one on Leonard Williams of the New York Jets, and right as I was preparing it, the trade actually happened. The New York Giants and the New York Jets just make an historic trade. It's the first trade in the history of the league between the two teams. There was a trade that came close to happening in 2016 when the Jets were trying to trade up to acquire Laramie Tunsil, but the Giants and Jets actually go through with this. Leonard Williams, a former first-round pick in the 2015 draft class, went 6th overall, was a Pro Bowler in 2016, has fallen out of favor with the Jets. He's been mediocre at best this year. He has 20 tackles and 0 sacks, but he's a guy that will be on the starting defensive line for the New York Giants. I don't know who will go to the bench. It may be B.J. Hill. It may be Dalvin Tomlinson. I don't know. But he is still young, and he is still incredibly talented. As a matter of fact, in that draft, he was most people's number 1 rated prospect, or he was really close. It was thought to be a steal that the Jets were able to get him at 6, so the kid certainly does have some talent. But let's look at it right here. This, of course, being reported by Adam Schefter, and do not get used to seeing him in those green colors. He will be wearing blue very soon. It is official. The Jets trade Leonard Williams to the Giants for a 3rd-round pick this year and a 5th-round pick in 2021. So here's my thoughts on the trade. Leonard Williams, a guy still has a very high ceiling. He's only 25 years old. The Jets gave up on him just like they gave up on Ja'Kai Polite, who was a 3rd-round pick this year, and they didn't even let him see the field before they cut him. Now, I think he came in overweight, and I don't know all the stories with Leonard Williams. I don't know all the reasoning why the Jets wanted to get rid of him. I am not a Jet fan, but Leonard Williams is a guy with high upside. Make no mistakes about it. He's definitely been disappointing this year. Now, to be fair, the Giants, we all thought were kind of pretty strong there, but when you can get a player this young with this much upside for very little, a 3rd-round pick, the Giants have 11 picks next year. Now they have 10. That's pretty much their comp pick that they got for Landon Collins. So essentially, you traded Landon Collins for Leonard Williams and a 5th-round, and you give up a 5th-round pick as well. That's the way I look at this trade. Leonard Williams has some upside, and you could stick him in at that defensive line. And Dave Gettleman is all about building on both sides of the ball, and you didn't give up much to get a guy who he was a Pro Bowler just 2 years ago. And, he hasn't even entered his prime yet. I love this deal for the Giants. That's my honest opinion. A lot of Giants fans may not like it because they want the edge rusher, right? But I like the move. I do. They continue to get depth on that defensive line, something we need. Now, he will be a free agent next year. I expect the Giants to work out a deal, and they'll probably get him on a pretty cost-effective contract, being how disappointing he's been this season. So hopefully he can rebound with the Giants and we bring him back on a pretty cost-effective deal. Of course, the Giants have to sign him. Otherwise, this is a very stupid trade. But I don't think the Giants would have made this trade, being that they're not in playoff contention, unless they knew he was staying here long-term. So expect Leonard Williams to be here for the foreseeable future. Expect the Giants to work out a contract extension. And Leonard Williams will be suiting up in the same stadium, but in the blue. The first trade in the history of New York football between these two teams. Amazing stuff. As always, if you liked what you watched, please subscribe, drop a comment, maybe give me a little thumbs up. Cheers.